Hello and welcome back to Sovereign Syndicate. Now, this time I think I actually want to go for Molly's mech first and just back out of it if it would end the chapter. Because, you know, this is a quest line that's kind of been going on for a while now. I don't know if that's what ends this chapter. But, like, if it does, usually there's dialogue indicating it, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna give it a shot. So we have to go to Soris Square and to the Apothecary. And we can still go into the containment zone for the werewolf stuff afterwards. I would still like to know if we could maybe find a different solution than actually capturing the werewolf, because I don't know. Still don't like the sound of it. Still really don't like the sound of it. Now come on, load me into Soris Square, please. Thank you. And on we go. So the Apothecary is in here. Let's quickly head there and see how this surgery goes. Hopefully well. I mean, wouldn't really want to mess with stuff like that in real life, but maybe it's actually an improvement over the current prosthetics, so that would be nice. Let's see. Ah, there he is, Gordon Gray. I'm ready for the surgery. Yeah, let's just see. Perfect. Accompany me to my lab. When the surgery is over, you'll be ready to dance an Irish jig. I'm still leery of his surgical prowess with just the single eye, but it's too late to start harping on the details. With just the single eye. Okay, let's see how this goes. Alright then, the new leg is ready and everything is prepared. Okay. Don't worry, Teddy, this is not unlike all the times you installed a new module in me. Don't know what to say to that. I won't be removing that much tissue, but I do need to trim back some of the scarring. Then I'll open up the stump for the integration. Relax now. Hopefully we have some sort of anesthetic, because otherwise that would be difficult. Well, how does it feel? This is marvelous. The pain is gone. And the balance is perfect. It works great. Thank you. Not only will it get you around town, in a few days it will start giving you nervous feedback, almost like having a real leg again. Okay, task completed. And the injections? Oh, you won't need those for another week at least. Well, much to do. Good luck, Teddy. I'll let you show yourself out. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget your old leg, or I'll sell it off for scrap. There's the old leg. Let's pick that up. The old ball and socket, so to speak. Perhaps it's a part of me that I no longer need. No, I'm gonna take it with me. Maybe we can make it into scrap or something. I might not be putting my weight on it anymore, but I can still find a use for it. Maybe sell it off to an interested party. Yes, what I thought. We could maybe get some money out of this. And, that would be nice. We aren't that rich, I think. Yeah, £9 doesn't sound like that much money to me. Your trusty old prosthetic. Sure you can still make use of it somehow. Yeah. Maybe we can scrap it in our place, or maybe we can just sell it to someone like what was his name? Was it Dante Siegler? Maybe him? Who knows? I guess we'll see. Let's go to our own workshop now, so we can change into the uniform and maybe make our way into the containment area. So we have to go to... We stay at Red Lantern Lane? Yeah, right? Yeah, we do. Okay. Yeah, Teddy is in Red Lantern Lane. Then Clara is in Soris Square, and Atticus is in Tenter Street. Yes, that's it. I can remember some things sometimes, but not always, but sometimes. Now let's see. Let's see what this pig uniform looks like. Where's the mirror? There's the mirror. Alright. Right, about that police uniform. Let's put it on. Fits me like a glove. Okay. There we go. I don't think we need anything else right now. Or maybe we can do something at the workbench with the leg. Like turn it into gears or something. Or cogs, or, you know, those bits and bobs. Right, what can I install onto our resident automaton? Nothing right now. Okay, that's fine then. I don't think there's anything in a pneumatic mail. No, there isn't. Good. Just wanted to check real quick. Okay, uniform is on then. Let's see where we can enter the containment zone if the cops are maybe gone from Beggar's Lane, but I don't think there's gonna be a different way to enter, right? That's just the orphanage. That's far enough away that we can't reach the containment zone probably. Okay, let's go to the Beggar's Lane and see if we just have an easy way to enter or if it's gonna be a bit of an ordeal. Okay, let's see. There's the sewer grate to go down. That's not gonna be necessary. Old socks, we've looked at those before. Let's take a look at the containment fence first. Voltage on that bulwark hardly lets up. Not that a sharp-witted engineer couldn't power it down. Aye, should the need arise. Policeman? What do you... Oh, officer. Actually, don't seem to recognize you. Wager you're from another precinct. Yeah, I'd wager you're from another precinct. Peas in a pod, these two. Kipling and Ogilvy? That's probably a reference to something, or maybe it's... I don't know the meaning behind that saying, but if it means peas in a pod, then I can, I can infer it. Ingrates on their own double the headache when they work together. Oh no, that's just their names. That's just their names. I didn't look at their names. My bad. My bad. I think you've gotten yourself turned around there, Cov. We're holding up this end today. Yeah, we're holding up this end. Me and Officer Kipling have it all under control. Is that an echo or am I just losing my mind? Listen, words come down from the high muckety mucks that our man has been spotted at the Velvet Rose. Or 63, you look to be doing a fine job, but I've been asked to double check security on the inside, so if you'll kindly make a path. 63% chance. Well, let's see. Well, it was to be expected, wasn't it? You look to be doing a fine job, yes, that. Right, and are they sending constables on important security jobs now? Funny the chief inspector never mentioned that. You're right, that is funny. Sending a constable to check security. Said the grass green constable. These two dullards aren't budging. Time to flash that envelope from Molly. In your official capacity as an officer, show them Molly's envelope. Molly said it was only for emergencies, but I've tried all I can think of, so I think this qualifies. For your eyes only, officers. They got you running the post too, Constable. Let me see that. Where is it, Sergeant? We've been called away, Ogilvy. Come on. Really? But Sergeant, are you sure? Yes, now move. And don't speak of this again, or you'll find yourself reassigned to Soho for the duration. That's an order. Yes, Sergeant, of course, Sergeant. Well, I'm glad that's done with. What a couple of jolterheads. Okay, circuit box. There we go. Right, what do we have here? Let's take a closer look. Battered metal circuit box. The casing has recently been bashed in. Looks like someone's gone and lost his temper. And the engineer is left to clean up the mess. Why is the world so full of dullards? 44%. Several transformers have been damaged. This will take a gentle hand. Well, we need a 9. Let's see. Well, so much for that. Baldur's shining orbs. No matter how many times I get shocked, it's still unpleasant. But that's done it. I can now enter the zone without being fried to a crisp. Well, okay, at least it doesn't lock us out of a quest, because that would be a bit irritating, I suppose. Containment fence. Now I can slip inside through that gap in the boards. After going in, there's no sense in turning back. Do I have everything I need? Gun, tranquilizers, and gumption. What else could a hunter want? Let's go. No time like the present. Okay. And the containment zone, a secure camp where werewolves can volunteer to be segregated around the time of the full moon. The stink of the place announces itself well in advance. Those who confine themselves here must sleep on a floor of broken cobbles and choose from a filthy canvas roof, a rusty cage, or a fortified cell. The perimeter fence provides a barrier between those preparing to transform inside and the potential for a civilian massacre outside. London has been down that road many a time, and as for yourself, you've faced a werewolf one-on-one, but never a whole host of them. The possibility of an early transformation must be accounted for, and the gun across your back is only a small comfort. Luckily, it's loaded and ready to fire. Okay. There we go. We could just leave to Beggar's Lane. There's a fire pot. Despite the rancid vapor of oil and industrial waste, this humble fire pot is a vagabond's best friend, as close to a hearth as he or she may ever have. There's a ruddy tent here. Let's take a look at that. Here's a convenient place to change out of my copper togs. We could get rid of the uniform, but I don't want to. We could stay in the uniform, but I don't want to, is what I meant to say. I wanted to switch back to my regular clothes. Okay. A tower of cages. We can take a look at that real quick. Whoever stacked these cages didn't bother to align them. Query, why are there so many empty cages? We've come a long way since the outbreak of 62. Population's decreasing over time. It means we're winning the war, Otto. I don't like that. You always need spare cages. Never know when you're going to stumble on another infestation. We've come a long way since the outbreak of 62, I guess. In 1862, a scientist called Slavenko poisoned the London water supply, turning hordes of Londoners into mutated werewolves. Scores of innocents perished before the threat was quelled, and despite the complexity of causation, anti-werewolf sentiment lingers in many hearts to this day. It was awful, Otto. I barely came out alive. Oh, I have no stored memory of such a time. Yeah, it was awful, Otto. Okay. Can we still go up there before we move along this way? Don't want to accidentally go somewhere with no return. Oh, there's a hunched woman. This poor deer is let's try that again. This poor deer is having a rough go of it. She looks up at me through a messy tangle of hair. It's not even dark yet. Judging by those tufts of hair, I'd say we're seeing an early transformation. Let's check on her well-being. They're treating you all right in here? They treat me like a beast, but I came to the zone of my own accord. No, setting her free, I don't know if that's a good idea. Let's ask about Sykes. Do you happen to know a Mr. Sykes? Sorry, but I haven't had the opportunity to make any friends in here. With the daylight failing and the moon keenly rising, I imagine she's quite preoccupied. Let's step away. No need to tease those people. Wait, what was that, Otto? I will not participate in this enterprise. Dash it all, what now? Nonsense, keep moving. I don't know what you mean. You are failing to consider Mr. Sykes' inherent value as an intelligent entity. I will not participate in his abduction. I was not planning on actually abducting him. An automaton's empathy for his fellow sentient being has outstripped my own. Makes a dwarf think. what does explain yourself mean? Like, what does that imply? Justify abducting him? Because I don't want to do that. But sending him home also just means we're gonna go through with it, but I don't want to go through with it. Let's explain ourselves first. I am a monster hunter, Otto. That is my vocation, as you very well know, and Mr. Sykes is a werewolf. Because of their feral nature, werewolves have certain limitations on their rights. Oh no, I don't like that. I didn't mean to say that. That's horrible. They're not full citizens like you. No, that sucks. I didn't mean to say that. Could have been a bit more transparent about what that means. Oof, stumbled a bit there. Yeah, stumbled a whole lot. That was awful. You are conceding that although Mr. Sykes is a sentient being, you have chosen to violate his innate human spirit. Can we not? Send him home with compassion, I suppose. You make a strong point about Mr. Sykes, and I will take it under advisement, but I can't have anyone naysaying me in the middle of a job. Why don't you head back to the workshop for now and I'll see you later? Yes, that is a reasonable compromise. Still, I wonder if I'm going too far with this endeavor. Yeah, I just don't have any other quest here. Haggard prisoner. Tranquilizers in the chamber. Better keep my trigger finger on the ready. Address him cordially. Mr. Sykes, I presume? Yes, I'm Sykes. Although I don't quite feel like myself at the moment. Just a minute. Can't talk at length to someone behind bars. First things first, let's see about this door. A jowler's lock won't slow me down much. I'm sure you can feel that full moon approaching. I don't... I don't like the way any of this is going. Like, I don't like any of the options. I think they all kind of suck. Just a minute. Huh. I guess empathy, I don't know. But I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this at all. Like, I don't... Steady hand with the padlock, I see. You'd better explain yourself. We should tell him what Molly wants. Maybe... Yeah, we are not gonna get that. We don't get skill checks like that. We never do. Let's just tell him about it. Because I don't want to do this. Okay, whatever. Maybe I'm gonna reload this and back out of it. I don't want to do this. I'm taking you to fight for Molly O'Malley. That's got to beat sitting there and waiting for the Met to get hold of you, yeah? The Met? What in blazes are you talking about, Cov? Does he truly not know? The Bobbies want you under suspicion of being the court sound killer. What slander is this? I've done nothing. Guilty or innocent makes no difference to me. I'm just doing a job. Guilty or innocent doesn't make a difference to the Bobbies. That's what you should probably say in that regard. Oh my god. So you're moving me to another cage where I'm to fight for my life, but in some kind of blood sport instead of before a judge. I suppose the end will be quicker this way, and you and your friends will make a load of tin. Right to the point, this chap. Does it sit well in your stomach, you stubby little man? Drudging and kidnapping people for a few quid? Free the werewolf? Ignore that. He'll say anything to avoid what's coming. Free him. This character has gained the Iconoclast trait and will now be able to select dialogue options that require this trait. Do not resent that which cannot be controlled. Alright, if I'm ever to look at myself in the mirror again, or at my automaton, I suppose I should let you go. It's clearly the right thing to do, but like... what a letdown. Inopportune moment to grow a conscience, if you ask me. This is going to cost me. I expected nothing less from a fellow Irishman. Thank you, kind sir. We sized each other up as he stepped out of the cell, but then I saw the reflection of something menacing in his haunted eyes. Oh no, it's the guy. It's what's his name? I forgot his name. The enforcer for Molly. Without a word, he rabbited into the pooling shadow. In his place was a hulking Minotaur with a mechanical eye, leering down at me with a look of pure contempt. Mind yourself, you numbskull. Get right, Jemmy, that's his name. Don't you know not to turn your back on a werewolf? Cov didn't have to remind me of that. Any road, the fine work you did over at the pump house certainly didn't go unnoticed. Molly's now seeking compensation for your antics, and I've come to claim those couple of pounds. Fine, take those pounds, I don't care. You, sir, drive a hard bargain. Don't get cheeky, Redgrave. Just be thankful you still have that melon of yours atop your shoulders. What are you doing here? I suspected you would show weakness in the critical moment. Molly pays me to prevent this sort of spineless indecision. Now I must escort Sykes myself, all the way to Braxton County no less. Braxton County? That's rather far upriver. Nothing much is there apart from the Braxton Manor. Aye, Miss Molly needs our moonsick friend for a high society soiree at the Manor. I'm sure he'll be some sort of entertainment for the evening. The dandies have quite peculiar tastes nowadays, but I really must be going if I aim to catch him. Can we like trip him up so he falls down or something like that? No, okay. There goes Molly's hatchet man, loyal as they come. Knowing Jemmy, he'll catch up to Sykes sooner or later. Sykes is in trouble. Yeah, let's follow him. Jemmy isn't the kind of cov to let his charge escape. Once Jemmy catches him, Sykes will be in a deal of trouble. Then I'd better follow and see if I can't liberate poor Sykes. This is black business. I need to go after Jemmy even if it takes me all the way to Braxton Manor. I must know what Miss Molly is planning. Okay, task updated. End of chapter? I assume so. One's real life is so often the life that one does not lead. Oscar Wilde again.